we might start to think, well, why wouldn't I take out as much leverage as possible if I can get these amazing cash-on-cash returns? Imagine a 125,000% return. That's great. The more leverage, the better. If I put 0 down, my cash-on-cash return is infinity. But you don't want returns of infinity. At least not all the time. For one thing, it would really mess with your spreadsheet. No, what's infinity compounded at an 8% interest rate?
Let's say you're cruising around a neighborhood, you're looking for signs of deferred maintenance, as I do on Saturday mornings. You jot down the addresses of several properties that show signs of deferred maintenance. You search the county records to find the name and contact information for the owners, and then you start calling these owners directly. Let's say, hypothetically, that you make 12 phone calls. 10 of these homeowners aren't interested in talking, but 2 of them are. Now, when the owner is willing to talk, your job is to ask open-ended questions, get a sense of the situation, and listen. At the risk of sounding like a cheesy public service commercial, knowledge is the foundation of judgment. You can't make good decisions about topics you know nothing about. You know nothing, Jon Snow. Game of Thrones reference. That's why this module, the renovation module, starts with a detailed breakdown of the physical structure of a home. You'll learn about different types of foundations, such as slab versus crawl space versus basement. You'll understand, piece by piece, many aspects of the property, from your roof to the trusses to the sheathing to the shingles. You'll grasp the difference between vinyl, aluminum, and wood windows and why it matters. Why should you learn this stuff? It's not so you can swing hammers. It's so you can make better, more informed decisions about when the hammers should be swung. If a tenant moves out and then calls you after the fact and says, "Hey, I'm out, I'm not paying you anything more," let them know what they are legally responsible for. Let them know how much money they owe you, the termination fee, the current rent, the rent through the end of the lease, late fees, and let them know, and this is true, that you have the right to evict them, which will show up on their credit, to sue them in a court of law, and that it is possible that the judge may garnish their wages if the verdict is in your favor. And once you tell them that, offer them a sweetheart deal. Tell them that they need to meet you at the property by such and such date to do a final walkthrough. And by that time, all their stuff needs to be gone and the unit needs to be in clean and good condition. And tell them that if they do that, you won't charge them anything. You will forgive all of the money that they owe you, shake hands, and walk away. A general rule of thumb about negotiating is to let the other party make the first offer. If you make the first offer and it's higher than they were expecting, you've instantly lost. If you make the first offer and it's significantly a lowball offer, you haven't lost anything except perhaps a bit of pride. You have more to lose if you make the first offer and that offer is too high. If you're working with a real estate agent, your agent will fill out the paperwork associated with making an offer. However, if you're not working with a real estate agent, then you'll want to hire an attorney to create and oversee the contracts. I do not recommend taking a do-it-yourself approach. Hire either a licensed real estate agent or a real estate attorney.
Fun.